Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me here today. This is going to be a big one, as you can see by the title. I'm going to tell you the right way to do this raw vegan lifestyle. That's a pretty bold statement, isn't it? The right way. Now, what qualifications do I have to tell you what is the right way? That's exactly the qualifications I have to tell you that. I don't have the qualifications to tell you that. The right way to do this raw vegan lifestyle is to educate yourself on this raw vegan lifestyle. I've been watching, I'm going to give kind of a shout out to a friend of mine today. Her channel is Tanny Raw, all capital letters, T-A-N-N-Y-R-A-W. And she's talked a lot about education recently, and it got me thinking for a video idea that I wanted to do. You do really have to take responsibility for this thing for yourself, and you have to study, and you have to read different things and educate yourself. And ultimately, you have to make your own decision on what is right for you. And don't get swayed by somebody that can argue the subject better than you. Because I was reading something this morning. I'm kind of a geek, but not a smart geek. I enjoy science and reading things about science. And I was reading about, I'll have to even get my notes for this. I was reading a little bit about some heavy stuff, which is way over my head, like string theory versus loop quantum gravity. Now, in a way, it's kind of like that. Yeah, maybe the raw food is not as complicated as complex physics, but if I tried to sit in on this debate, string theory versus loop quantum gravity, both sides are so much more knowledgeable in the subject of physics than myself that either side could argue and seemingly convince me to take their side just because I don't have the knowledge they do. Which is the same way in the raw vegan world, or just even the vegan world, or even just people that are trying to get healthier. You've got people out there that are, they swear by one way. Actually, I don't quite get this. I read a lot of stuff on the internet and forums and comments on YouTube, and people get so angry that other people aren't following this thing the same way they do. Me, I'm just following it the way that I do. If I can help somebody, that's a bonus, but I don't really care how somebody else does it. I mean, you eat more of this than me, you're against eating this. God bless you, do it your way. But educate yourself. I believe I've mentioned in videos before, like if I go into subjects, that I'm not all that familiar with or I need more education on for these videos or for blog posts or articles, I think I've mentioned I try to go online, and whether it's YouTube or just Google and searching and going to websites, I try to get about 3 or 4 what I consider good, respectable sources, even if they have conflicting views. And I try to read about these, I try to study about these, and I try to pull out what makes sense to me. And then I use that I've pulled out to apply to my body and experiment with myself on there. Because in the end, and I'll challenge anybody, you can out-debate me on anything relating to this subject, but the one thing that I'm an expert on more than anybody out there is my body, how what I'm eating feels to me, how changing it, like there's some people out, and I think maybe that, we all have different requirements to a certain extent. Now, yes, there's not going to be a wild, I don't think it's like, you can't just eat whatever you want and say, yep, that's what fits for me. But if you will do some searching and you will do some educating yourself, and if you do some experimenting with yourself by adding things in, taking things out, you're going to find what works for you. For me, I'm kind of like the way of the Buddha, right? The middle way. I eat, especially during this 90-day fitness challenge that I'm doing, I feel like I'm eating low-fat, high-carb for sure. And I would pretty much say that my calories would have to be fitting within the 80-10-10 lifestyle. Everything's raw. Right now, I guess my diet, I could be a good little 80-10-10er. I do use, I know one thing they don't use, they're adamant, I think, against garlic and onions. I do use garlic and onions, but I'm eating a lot of sugar. During the day, it's mostly sugar. It's bananas, orange juice, other fruits. And then when I get home in the evening, I'm like, some people are raw till 4, I'm fruit till 4, or fruit till 5 or 6 actually. Then I get home and I have my greens. big bowl of greens, and I have my fat. I'm having the avocado, 1 avocado a day, and I think I'm taking sufficient. I don't see that avocado being more than 250, 300 calories, and I know by the loosely amount of way I'm keeping track of how much food I'm eating that I'm eating at least 2,500 calories, if not 3,000 calories a day. So I'm close within there. I'm not worried about being, fanatic about it. But on the other side, I do, even though I haven't been juicing since I got back from the States, been a crazy week. I'll break out the juicer this weekend. I do believe in juicing. A lot of the people that are on the sugar side, they're totally against anything juicing. They don't like fasting. Now on the other side, you have people that are trying to live on juice all the time. They're always talking about fasting. For me, I think juice feast, juice fast, and both water fasting have their place, but that's a little bit more for the, it's good cleansing, but it's a little bit more for the spirit than anything else. So I don't think that should be something that's done a lot or on a regular basis. But anyhow, I'm not going to get into that debate. If you're not into that, don't do it. But like I say, the central theme of this little video is just to say, don't take my word for it. Don't take anybody's word for it until you've researched a little bit for yourself. Now I'm going to go back one more time. I'm going to mention my friend Tanny Raw, and that's one thing I like about her. She explains a lot of these subjects. She's been doing it. If you are gonna get advice, or if you're gonna get tips from somebody, get tips from somebody that's been doing it for a long time. If I remember her story right, she's been raw vegan for 12 years. Now I think she said she's only been low fat, high carb vegan for the last 6 years, 6.5 years. But that's a lot of experience in this world. I haven't watched many people that have walked that walk for so long. And when she explains a lot of the various subjects within here, she knows the science, but she speaks it in plain terms that most people can understand. So I would definitely suggest watching her. I don't think you're going to find anybody out there, and I don't know that you should find anybody out there that you just latch on to and just follow how they do things 100%. As much as I like to watch Tanny Raw, I don't do everything exactly like she does. There's some differences there. So there's some things that I like to add in that she doesn't. But would I ever argue with her? God, no. Look at the results she's gotten. She's healed major illnesses. She looks phenomenal. She always talks about her age, so I don't think that's a problem, me saying she looks phenomenal for her age. And she's just bouncing with energy every day. But anyway, she'll kind of and another thing that resonates is she's rational. That'll be my last kind of little bit of advice out there. Watch the rational people. I'm sorry, I just don't trust the yellers, the screamers, the people that are mad all the time. It's like when I got on this vegan lifestyle, it kind of cooled my fire down a good bit. I could be that guy that was argumentative, that was just ready to get up in your face all the time, argue everything, and kind of with a chip on my shoulder. And man, when I went vegan, I'm mellow, I'm happy. I'm a peaceful person. I'm at peace with myself. So I don't resonate with the angry people out there. And I've pretty much cut out a lot of the angry people out there. I don't resonate with the cult figure types out there. I resonate with rational people. Anyhow, do your homework, educate yourself, make your own decisions, and don't put your health in somebody else's hands, whether it's a doctor or whether it's somebody doing our lifestyle. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up, and I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe. And I'm also, for the last time, I'm going to put Tanny Raw's link down in the description so that you can click on that, and I would encourage you to. Anyhow, have a great day. Peace.